For centuries, the Roman Empire stood as the greatest power the world had ever known. From North Africa to Northern Europe, from Britain to the Middle East, Rome's banners flew proudly. Its armies marched with unmatched discipline, its laws ordered millions, and its architecture reached toward the heavens. To live under Rome was to believe in eternity itself, for many thought it could never fall. But history teaches us no power lasts forever. Rome's fall was a slow unraveling across centuries. It was a story of ambition, corruption, invasions, and transformation that changed human history forever. Rome began humbly, a small settlement on the Tiber River, surrounded by rival tribes and ancient cultures. In its earliest days, Rome was ruled by kings. But in 509 BCE, the monarchy was expelled. The Republic was born. Citizenship, representation, the Senate, and law became the foundation of Roman identity. Through relentless wars and cunning diplomacy, Rome expanded across Italy, forging alliances and subduing rivals. Rome's next great challenge lay across the Mediterranean. Carthage, a wealthy city-state in North Africa. The Punic Wars erupted over dominance of seas and trade, testing Rome's endurance and resolve. Hannibal, Carthage's legendary general, marched elephants across the Alps to strike at Italy itself. Though Rome suffered terrible losses, the Republic endured and ultimately destroyed Carthage. With Carthage gone, Rome turned east, conquering Greece, Egypt, and much of the Hellenistic world. By the 1st century BCE, Rome was no longer just Italy. It had become the master of the Mediterranean. Yet with power came conflict. Civil wars erupted as ambitious generals fought for dominance.
Julius Caesar crossed the Rubicon, seized power, and was assassinated in 44 BCE. Chaos followed, until his heir Octavian defeated rivals and proclaimed himself Augustus, Rome's first emperor. The Republic was dead, the Empire was born, and Rome entered a new age of emperors and absolute power. Augustus ushered in the Pax Romana, 2 centuries of relative peace, prosperity, and monumental achievement. Rome's genius lay not only in conquest, but in construction. Roads, aqueducts, and monuments that still endure today. Rome's empire was not only built on power, but on culture. Literature, philosophy, and art flourished under imperial rule. Roman law and citizenship spread across the empire, binding diverse peoples under a shared identity and rights. From humble beginnings, Christianity spread across the empire, reshaping Rome's spiritual identity. In the 4th century, Emperor Constantine embraced Christianity, transforming it from a persecuted faith. The empire grew too vast to govern as one. Rome divided into East and West, setting the stage for the West's decline. Barbarian invasions battered the Western Empire, straining its defenses and hastening its collapse. In 476 CE, the last Western emperor was deposed. The Western Roman Empire had fallen. Though the West had fallen, the Eastern Empire, Byzantium, endured, carrying Rome's legacy for another 1,000 years. Justinian led Byzantium's golden age, reclaiming lands, raising the Hagia Sophia, and preserving Roman law. For centuries, Byzantium endured sieges and wars, standing as a fortress of Rome's legacy against powerful enemies. In 1453, Constantinople fell to the Ottomans. The last remnant of Rome was gone. As centuries passed, Rome transformed from a struggling city-state into a powerful republic. Rome's grandeur was built on conquest. Every tribe, every king, ally, or enemy faced its power. The heart of Roman strength was its army, disciplined, organized, and utterly loyal to the Republic. Each conquest brought new lands and riches, but with wealth came corruption, and the Republic's ideals began to fade. Ambition turned inward. Marius and Sulla rose, and for the first time,
Roman legions marched on Rome. Civil war tore the Republic apart. Roman fought Roman, and the dream of freedom gave way to the hunger for power. From chaos rose a name eternal, Julius Caesar. Brilliant, ruthless, and beloved by his legions. In 49 BC, Caesar crossed the Rubicon. With his legions at his back, he defied the Senate Cournant, and civil war began. Rome flourished under Caesar, but fear grew. To some, a traitor. To others, a savior. On the Ides of March, Caesar entered the Senate. Daggers flashed Julius, and the greatest man fell. Octavian rose from Caesar's ashes. Young, shrewd, and relentless, he would reshape Rome forever. In 27 BC, Augustus declared Rome an empire. The Republic was gone. For 2 centuries, Rome knew peace. Trade flourished. Cities thrived. The empire stood united. Rome kept its people content with bread and circuses constriglas, food and spectacle for loyalty. Rome's strength began to crack. Borders stretched thin, legions weary, and unity fading fast. Barbarian tribes pressed Rome's borders. The empire's walls trembled as enemies gathered at its gates. In 476 AD, the Western Empire fell. Rome's crown slipped into historyl's shadow. Rome fell, but its legacy endured frack in law, language, roads, and empire's dream.
Rome is gone, yet its echoes remain truth in our laws, our words, our world.
Rome has fallen, but legends are reborn, only on Legends Reborn Hub.